here. How are you guys? Hello, everyone. My name is Corin Wiskman, and this is my husband, Tim.
Howdy, howdy.
We like to come on here and talk about crafty things live on YouTube sometimes.
Maybe.
At least once a month.
Is it?
That's what it's been. That's what we've been doing.
God, it feels like there's like no time between these things. It really is
I thought originally I was like, I'll do this once a week.
I don't have that kind of time.
Maybe when the kids
What?
do
Explode?
I don't know.
When they blow up, when we're done with them, and they just...
Become more independent. When they become more independent, then I will be less dependent upon. Maybe. I don't know.
What did you put in your cup? You got some special juice in your cup?
I wish there was special juice.
Okay.
Does anyone have any fun drinks in their hands this evening? Tell us where you're watching from if you're in the live chat. If you're watching on replay, please leave us comments below in the comment section. Tiggs always does. I love it when she follows along with the live and she saves up her comment, right? But she says all the words that she wants and then comments it at the end. So I'm reading it and I have to remember the live so that I know what she's responding to.
So you usually, when I come across hers, I end up realizing that I have to read all of her questions and then rewatch the broadcast so that I can put it in awesome. Contextually. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I love interacting with everyone in the comments, so please feel free to. We have a very fun show this evening. I've talked my husband and our friends into the Dad Challenge. So we'll be watching my husband Tim and our friend Micah from Pear Blossom Press making cards this evening. They're going to make light up cards. First, I do have two Instagram inspiration.
You got that?
Huh?
You got that?
No, but it's all right. We'll just roll with it. Who was first? Who do we have first?
Is that it? Did you wanted to jump right into that?
Yeah, after I want to give you guys most time you can because I really think you're going to need it.
Oh, well, I clearly will.
Yes. I'm not so... Micah probably won't. But you, I think you're going to need all the time. So maybe we should...
Oh, move things along. Let's move this along.
So, first, I don't know. Who do you want to...
Letitia Yost.
Letitia? I don't pronounce things
I'm not sure.
I'm from Baltimore, okay? She has an Instagram IGTV thing going on, okay? I think it's like on Saturdays. Maybe that might be right. Maybe once a week. They get together, her and some friends. I know Dana does this, and I've caught a couple of these IGTV episodes. What they do is they have like a theme. Okay, this week was party theme, drinks. This is for adults. And they make drinks on theme. Okay, so there's I think there's 4 of them. Lydia and Bev and Dana, and they all make these really creative, fantastic, very mature, sort of. I'm pretty sure there was a sippy pouch involved in this week's episode, but, you know.
Like a Capri Sun?
Yeah, with frozen stuff in it.
Brian swears by the Capri Sun, so I mean...
Anyway, but they teach you what the ingredients are, and they try it in front of you. It's awesome, and they talk about mature things, and it's fabulous to escape the children. So if you're interested, you should check out her IGTV. So that's why I wanted to share that. I think it's awesome. The next one was
Twiddler's Nook.
Twiddler's Nook. Okay, Amanda sent me these awesome dishes. She has a few things in her Etsy shop, and I'll leave a link to her Etsy shop below, okay? But these are just little embellishment trays, and I picked a star, and then this one is like a circle with a heart in the center. There are different colors and different shapes, and she has really some fun 3D printed things in her Etsy shop, including these embellishment trays. And I haven't really been using a lot of embellishments on my cards lately, so I haven't been able to use them or showcase them in a video recently, so I wanted to show these to everyone and give you guys the Etsy shop link. I haven't been using a lot of embellishments, but we use these when we put together, what were we putting together, and we used these to hold the nuts and bolts, the little,
all of those damn carts.
Yeah,
you've
all
got
my carts
stashed around this place.
all my carts. And there was some other things, but mostly carts.
Yeah, it was just pretty much just carts.
So, but they hold cart parts. I just think they're really cute, and you should check them out.
Well, I mean, I just they were looking at you most of the time. I guess we.
I'm just giving you the bonus footage.
Yeah, it's all really well done. Really good stuff.
So they're very inspiring Instagram pages for us to check out. What's next? Anything else? No, it's time.
No, you didn't put anything else on the schedule for this evening. It was
because
just, let's watch
you
Tim
don't prepare
try.
things, huh?
It's just let's watch Tim try.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Are we doing this?
I'm excited.
All right. Well, let's. I guess we have a couple of things. We can show. I guess the video on how this kind of came to fruition. And then we'll introduce Amanda and Mike.
Well, it's not a video of how it came to fruition.
Well, no, I guess it wasn't.
I just made a video and I want to show
Excuse
it.
me. Yeah. Well, you know.
There's a stink bug over here.
Neat.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see if I can incorporate him into my design.
Okay.
All right. You're over here now. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
You're not paying any attention.
I was reading the comments. You need to go over there.
They're here. All right. Well, I thought we were going to introduce Mike and Amanda.
Oh.
Sorry. You go over there.
You are the... all right. That's a Micah and Amanda. They're over there. Do you want to...
Go.
All right. They're not unmuted yet.
Okay. How do I fix that?
Oh, yeah. Gee. No, go. Go. No, go. Get out of here, you knucklehead. Unmute. Now, look what you did. There they are.
Hi! This is Micah and Amanda Stevens of Pear Blossom Press. How are you guys?
Pretty good. How you doing?
So I'm sure I have to move this because I talk really loud. I'm sure you guys are just as excited about this as us. Micah's been preparing.
I looked at stamps at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Brought some man glitter.
What is man glitter?
Sawdust.
Okay.
Sawdust?
Just for you.
It's my secret sauce.
Shit just got weird.
Can everyone hear me okay? I don't have to switch any microphones or anything.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
You can't hear me.
So, I'm just going to be commentating what Tim is doing. He, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, finally decided what he was going to do. So that's how prepared.
I was avoiding it as much as possible. I did smear glitter all over my body and sunbathed earlier, so I figured just through osmosis it would make me better.
You know, that I can't switch it. I don't know how to switch it. Tim's face is like this right now.
I mean, I know I can't show it on a live, but you should see my nipples.
Which one is it?
Number
Camera
2.
2 or 3? 2?
You need to pay attention, lady.
All right, now make the face, the glitter face.
What? Well, he said something about smearing glitter all over his body.
Yes. Uh huh. He was getting prepared.
I despise glitter.
So what are you guys using? What stamp set are you guys using?
I don't think he's well, let's hear. Let's switch down. Oops. That's what happens if you hit the wrong button. I'm not really using a stamp set, so
Okay.
I am using the iCrafter cactus. Oh yeah, here I should show you this part. I already pre-cut them out, so.
Oh, that's good. See, that's a step out. I was trying to teach that to Tim, but he wasn't having it.
Well, yeah, I never operated the machine before, so I had to go and find some instructions for that. But yeah, and they come with stamps, but I don't think I'm going to use them. So, and then I've got the Hefty Doodle because we are going to use Awesome Press Easy Lights.
Oh yes.
The Hefty Doodle, press me, push me, spin me, lift me, set.
Hey, keep it PG.
All right. And I kind of thought I might be able to work this in, but I'm not sure yet.
I like that. That's a nice stencil. And I like your clipboard, Kathy Rack.
Yeah, of course. And I actually have been using something that might come in handy for a lot of you later. But right now, we're the only ones in the whole universe that have one. So that's all I can say about it right now. But
when are they supposed to come in?
hopefully about a month.
Oh, wow.
6 weeks. So they're getting built right now.
So Tim, what are you using?
Look, you want me to make the card, or do you want me to give you information?
I just don't remember the name of the... Was it Best Fins?
Yes.
Okay, Best
Best
Fins
Fins
stamp set from My Favorite Things. It's from their last release. And he's got like a ocean theme going.
I got a thing.
Yeah.
I got a thing.
He's got an idea. I'm proud of him because it's a good idea. So I hope he really makes it come to fruition.
There's no magic sauce in my drink.
They are not making the same card, Sassy and Crafty. They have been given, the only requirement that they were given was to use easy lights. So they could really do whatever they wanted.
That's Beth from Sassy and Crafty.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna need some of these.
So I kind of got my inspiration from my niece, who was in the midst of Brooklyn during this COVID thing, and managed to get her stuff together and move to Austin, Texas, to start a business. And she doesn't know anybody in Austin other than her brother. And I was kind of proud of her because she's been looking to get out of New York. And so I wanted to make her a card for her new house.
Oh, that's awesome. I know Berta is in the live chat. She has some awesome news about her daughter. I think her daughter's moving to San Antonio. And I guess Texas like has some really up and coming kind of trendy areas right now. San Antonio and Houston. You hear a lot about the youngins. The youngins. Do people say that?
Only you.
The youngins moving out there. It's cool to be there. It's hip, I think.
When I was touring, I went to Austin several times. Once with, The Offspring and some other people. And Austin was a really great town as far as the music scene. And I think it's just gotten better with, there's a big a bunch of people from Silicon Valley moved out there. So it's got a young, happening kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you cool on a whole new interesting level that I didn't know about?
Can you guys hear Tim?
No.
No?
No. I can't, unfortunately.
He said, well, aren't you guys cool on a whole interesting level that I didn't know about? We are trying to solve our microphone issue. I have my sights on like this new like switcher thing, but because of COVID, everything's back ordered and taking forever. I know you guys feel my pain with
So,
this one.
out of curiosity, why don't you just use a mixing board and like mix it all together? Or are you doing that and there's something else that I don't
This
understand
is
going
a
on?
this.
Anytime you want to come over, Micah.
He said anytime you want to come over.
buddy.
We
I know
don't.
airplane tickets are real cheap right now. So.
We don't really know what we're doing, so we have to learn as we go. And we found this product that's coming out that we understand, and it's cost effective. So, but it's just not available yet. So, I keep watching it and waiting. Hopefully, it'll be available soon. But you know, I do this as mostly as my hobby. You know, so I make money because what I do is valuable or has value, but I don't make a lot. And the toys that I want are very expensive. So I have to like save up. Jeff said me at command is cracking him up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know what to click on. When I say that my husband has been doing this, he really has. The lives are his thing. You know, he's really been doing that for me. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, hon.
He's stamping his octopi.
They're jellyfish, hon. They're jellyfish.
Jellyfish. I also can't see.
I'm also blind, can't count.
They're jealous fish. So I can do.
So I was all. Oh, nobody can hear me.
But what's the product that Tim is using? Tim's using Best Fins from MFT. And then Micah has got some ink blending. He's using Distress Oxides.
Yeah, this stuff's pretty cool. I've painted quite a bit in the past, but I've never used this, and so I expect it to work like paint. And it's like I can. At first, I thought you guys were just crazy, but it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, they're my favorite. They're my favorite inks. I tend to favor pigment inks. When I don't know why. I guess I just like it, that the look that it gives, and the sits on top thing. I guess because it does feel more like painting. Dye ink being transparent and like kind of sinking into the paper more. It just gives a different look. And
Yeah.
I tend to favor the pigment inks. And those are kind of...
Is he using markers at all?
No, he's not coloring.
No, not at all, huh? I'd like you to switch the camera over so I can show everybody the box of markers that you've given me.
Oh. I have not been feeling very creative, y'all. I have not been creative lately. The last couple weeks have been really hard, and I got some markers.
Yeah.
And that's how I put them away. I'm not proud of it. I just, at least they're not thrown away.
Well, now.
I'm sorry, there's a color chart.
Oh, that's helpful.
So once you
Let's play
find
Go
a
Fish
color,
in the marker box.
there is a chart that tells you about the color that you found.
Yeah. I mean, this is straight up like third grade, man. I'm alright.
Jeff, we already knew that Micah was gonna have best in show. Like, this isn't a real competition.
There's a significant handicap here.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh.
But I'm excited to see my husband color something. I haven't seen this in a long time. Can I put it on the down-facing camera now?
You are the engineer.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Man, there's a lot of light here.
So typically we take it out of the Misty
Hey!
when we
Hey! Hey!
I mean, you can leave it in there.
I'm not telling you how to do your
feel
job.
Secure.
I'm not telling you how to do your job.
Okay. I'm just giving you pointers, babe. That's all.
Hey, look, the paper's not going anywhere.
Hey, Corey, can
It's
you zoom in on
magneted
Tim
down.
at all? People are asking.
Can I zoom in on you? That's a no.
I could do that if I were over there.
Hold on. I'll get put on your face. Can I? So apparently that's hard to do, and he does not have faith in his wife's capabilities.
Aww.
No,
No,
it's not it
it's
at
probably
all.
accurate.
It's well placed, but it's not accurate.
So we'll just go back. We'll just struggle.
We'll struggle.
We'll make him hold it up when he's done so we can see how he's done. Once he takes it out of the firm grasp of the magnets from the Misty.
You leave me the hell alone, woman. There's a pterodactyl over my head.
That's a stink bug. I am plagued. One of the worst things about being in the basement, I'm sure being in the garage, you get a lot of this too, Amanda.
Yeah.
Bugs. I get
Oh my
attacked.
gosh.
She gets lizards,
Oh
actually.
my god. Oh yeah, I get like lizards.
She gets bugs.
So I have this one spider that I've let live for quite a long time because he's working for me.
Do you get any other bugs?
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling Amanda. She hates spiders. Like, when we got married, that's kind of was my part of the deal is I had to kill all the spiders. And I keep telling her they'll work for you.
Yeah,
You're
they
totally
also
right.
I'm the
bite
same
you,
way, man.
And they're gross. I mean,
Yeah. But then
yeah.
yeah, so the lizards, they come in and then they eat my spiders.
I'm totally fine with the lizards hanging out and eat because they eat the spiders, they eat the other bugs. They're good.
Can I help you some way? There is a chart.
Just mix them up and pick one, man.
I ordered a marker sorter thingy for one of my carts during this pandemic, but now I forget where I ordered it from, and it's been quite a long time, and I don't even know who to complain to because I forget.
Well, that doesn't look good. That's bad.
I saw somebody take the ceiling tile grid. You know, the plastic. It's like got, I don't know, 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch holes.
I did that. I took the light out of my own kitchen. I made him take the.
That's true.
If you look at my kitchen right now, there's no light. We have like one light bulb because I took the light down because it had one of those grids from 1986 when the house was built. And it fit the Copic markers perfectly. I gave it away. Once I got my new marker storage, I didn't need it anymore, so I gave it away on a video to someone that needed it more than me. And but we made it out of foam board, like really long. What were they, Tim? I don't even know what they were called.
Who?
Those long. Remember the long screws that we used to keep it together?
They were just carriage bolts.
Carriage bolts.
Carriage bolts, some nuts,
yeah.
and
You can also
some
buy
foam
the
board.
over in the lighting section. They have it's basically just like
I
threaded.
don't like that.
What is it? Just long pieces of threaded stuff, and then
What is
you
it,
can use
infinite
that.
thread or not?
All
infinite,
thread.
that's the word.
All thread.
Yeah,
Yeah. something
yeah, it
like
just goes. How's it doing that?
Threaded rod.
Threaded rod.
Apparently not. Yeah.
that. Is that the second one?
Yes.
Well, I have ordered one like that fits nicely into the Collax, or not the Collax, the Rascog cart,
Who?
and it's been quite a long time, and I usually use PayPal, so I think I just need to go back through my purchases. But it's one that has different markers because I've been using these Tombos and I have Copics and I've been using them together and with pencils on top of that. So this kind of insert has all three of those combined, and I thought that was really cool. So I hadn't seen that before.
Sounds neat.
Yeah, and as soon as I find out who I ordered it from, I'd be happy to share it with you all.
So I'm totally in love with this ruler. I've always seen it in her craft room, but I never quite knew why it was. I thought it was just, I don't know, artsy or something. But I'm trying to make mountains, and it's awesome for mountains.
It is. I love ripping paper. I tried doing that earlier. I need that ruler.
What do you need?
Makes it plaid.
You need a special ruler?
Oh, plaid ruler.
Abby, those clipboards are from Kathy Rakusin, the Daily Marker. I'm not sure if they're for sale anywhere.
Yeah, I think they're still up on Simon Says Stamp.
Okay, so Simon Says Stamp.
So, you know, if you ever had to actually give somebody some pointers on how to color, which no one's ever done for me.
Have you asked me for pointers on how to color?
No, but I would tell everybody to stop before you get to the line. Like,
yes.
It really does it all
Tim
for you.
Tim just said, stop before you get to the line. Now, what I can say about those Tombow, those are the Tombow ABT Pro alcohol markers. I love them. And I'm really hard on alcohol markers. I'm not afraid to share my opinion. Everyone knows that about me. These are the closest thing. These are like the next best thing in my opinion. I like the nibs, I like the blend, I like the colors. The only, if I had anything negative to say, is they seem to use more ink than Copics. They expel more liquid, if that makes sense. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, especially when you're switching in between two brands of markers. And that could just be that they're also new and it could wear off over time. So you might just have to use the markers a little bit.
Oh, they have a chisel side too.
Are they refillable? Do you know?
They are not. They are not refillable, and they don't have nib replacement. They're very, very similar to the Tombow water-based markers, but they're alcohol-based.
Gotcha.
Which I love their water-based markers too. So I was happy when they came out with these. I as soon as I saw them available, I snatched some up so I could try them. And now I'm well. I mean, they have like 108 colors. I don't have them all yet, but I'm well on my way, as you can see.
Are they like $37 a marker, like the Copics?
I think they. Well, see, I bought them on Michael's at first because they were on sale. Sometimes you can catch them on sale, just like Copics. But I can't find them a lot of places. Maybe because they're new. I'm not sure. But Michael's had them, and you can buy them direct from Tombow. But I think they're like, I want to say like $5.99, and I got them for less than $4 a marker.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I heard that some of the Michaels right now have chow markers, the Copic chows, for 97 cents a piece.
Yeah, they've been doing that. They did that last year, I think. I don't know. Maybe we should keep track of when they're doing this. See if there's a pattern.
Now, if they would do that for the sketches.
Sylvia says that you can watch my coloring video tips. He does. I make him watch every video.
I'm not seeking.
You guys, I make him watch all the videos. I am not comfortable pressing publish on a video until my husband has watched it. Mostly because we share a lot of family stuff, and I want him to make sure that he's comfortable with what I'm sharing too. So that's why. But also, I don't know. I just feel like he would tell me if it was really bad. I trust him.
I don't proofread. Maybe I should. She's asked me for help on a couple blogs.
Who do what now?
He does read my. I don't do a lot of blog posts. I don't like it because I just don't know English. I'm not well educated. So it's hard for me. It's difficult.
That's the good thing about American English is it's pretty much what you make of it. So,
yeah, I'm a product of a terrible school system. He reads my blog posts too, but usually they're not very long or involved, again, because I don't like it. I have told so many companies that contacted me for blog posts, no. I feel terrible, but I have to be honest. I hate it.
It doesn't bother me. And if I make a video, then I just keep the blog post super short. I just embed the video in the blog post.
I do that too. I'm kind of like short and sweet with it. Like, hey, watch this video. But yeah, I have one due tomorrow morning.
Video. I do some stuff.
Yeah, I do some stuff. Watch this video. I lost track of my thought. I have a blog post due in the morning that I haven't written yet because I procrastinate.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I'm officially concerned. Look at
It's got to go up on 2 different websites, so at some point I have to write
What are
it.
you concerned about?
Well, this is green and this is yellow.
Well, the cap color does not match the marker ink all the time. He's complaining
I don't like
that the
being
cap
confused.
color is confusing him.
That's a legitimate complaint, honestly.
And that's why I told you that there is a color chart, Tim. Would you like it?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't want it.
So how's everyone in the live chat doing? Any questions for the guys? Oh, look at all these people that love blogging.
They love what?
There's nobody here that's impressed.
By what?
No, I'm just teasing them.
Tell Devin I said hi. Devin's here. My nephew Devin is watching.
Oh,
Hi,
yes?
Devin.
Hi, Devin.
No, I wish that when I was younger, I kept journals, like diaries, pretty much. So I wrote like every night, but if I had them to read back, it was probably like gibberish. I might not even be able to discern what I was writing. I don't know. I just don't feel, I'm not confident in my writing skills. My husband, on the other hand, all of our friends know that he is the man to come to. He is like the BS machine. So whenever you need to add words to something, you just bring it to Tim. Fix this up.
That was bad!
Do you need help?
No, stop trying to help me. I want to
Okay.
fail on my own.
Okay. I gave him a couple tips when he told me his idea, so hopefully he'll listen, but he's currently stamping on vellum. What are you using to stamp on the vellum here?
Well, the thing, I don't know, is this wrong?
Well, it's not necessarily wrong, but you probably have to set it.
I'm just saying, the last time I did it, it just smushed out all over the place.
There's a touch. Like stamping, there's a touch. And he said that when he smushed it, and it smushes all over the place.
Well, I did fine with the cardstock. I'm not doing so well with the vellum.
So one thing I have to deal with is I had everything I looked where all the tools were, and then right after I eyeballed where everything was, Amanda came up behind me and moved everything and reorganized. And so if you see me just leave, it's because I'm looking for the green tape, which was right over here, but then it was here, so I couldn't find it.
Corey puts all her stuff on carts.
I
Always moving.
I put all my stuff on carts. It's always moving. I was like, how many carts do you want, dear? What kind of cart? What carts do you want? You want the coloring cart? You want the general supplies cart? I really don't name them. I just did that right now.
I have the problem anyway, just normally when I work, if I have tools, I just put them down wherever I'm at, and then I immediately forget where I put them.
Mm-hmm.
So half the time when I'm working, it's me cursing and looking for the tool I just had in my hand.
You know how when I edit my videos, I edit out a great deal of me standing there staring at the surface, looking for the instrument that I just had in my hand. Okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's only so many times you can put that in your video. And then there's all the times that I curse and throw things. That's not that often, but sometimes.
Amanda saw me throw a printer one time.
Yeah, but to be fair, I would have thrown a printer another time, except that printer was as big as me.
Have you ever seen Office Space?
Oh yeah. I hate printers as much as they hated the fax machine. Or what was it? It was a copier, right?
I think it was a copier / fax. I don't know. It was like an all-in-one thing that they hated.
Yeah. That was
That
yeah.
was like
That's a
the best scene ever when we watched that. As what year was that?
gosh, I don't
The
know.
90s, wasn't it?
Something.
I think it was after that, but it was like I don't know. It was right when I was getting into doing like websites and stuff, so it rang so true because I worked with people like that constantly.
Did you have TPS reports?
No, I didn't, but they did. So
Do you know what a TPS report is? Because we never did find out what the TPS report actually was.
no, but if you Google TPS reports, it's a real thing. I forgot what it was, but I actually Googled it one
I
time.
would if I didn't think that I would end the stream and screw everything up.
Amanda's
Someone
Googling it.
in the live chat.
Oh, okay.
We cannot. Sorry, guys. I know you're asking me to zoom Tim in, but I can't.
And I'm not.
And he's crafting, so I'm sorry. But next time we do something like this, I will make sure that it's more zoomed in. We are also looking to upgrade our webcams to a better, more higher. I think it's really the system that we're using.
It's the broadcast.
The broadcast system kind of degrades the quality of the webcam. Do you ever find that?
Yeah, I think it could because it's well, I don't know. It kind of depends, but it definitely can be part of the problem in my experience.
Yeah. So we're just looking at what we can replace to kind of enhance it, but on a budget, of course.
You can buy on eBay. You can buy a used like Canon or Nikon DSLR, one of the ones that are like only about 5 or 10 years old. That when they first started coming out with video, and the lenses on them are amazing.
Yeah,
because they're proper like professional camera lenses.
That's what I use to film my videos. I use Canon 70Ds.
Oh, okay, yeah, and you can get the older ones for pretty cheap. Like you can pick them up for like $300 or $400, and they'll come with like the basic lens set, and then you can hook those to as webcams all day long.
When we did that, we hooked my 70D up once to do that, and it got really hot. It's
that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't go that route.
It's the motors and the stabilizers.
Yeah, because maybe it's the motor or the stabilizer in that particular model, but
there's a processor that's constantly running.
Yeah.
You know, and they're really designed to take still pictures mostly. So maybe that was it. You know.
I'm sorry. I was talking to you, Micah, and my husband left, and people are like, "What is going on?" Tim is die cutting.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
I'm
I'm not driving this train.
I put my die cutting machine on the surface behind me, so it's easier for me to access it that way. I can't pick it up and move it a lot, so.
You can all just look at my non-butt.
My die cutting machine is finally dying. Only half of it cuts. And so I have to put larger dies through twice, and there's still a little gap in the center where I can't get it. But it's not the machine's fault. It I have put it through the paces over the years, and
oh yeah.
All right, I need a lifeline. I think I just screwed something up.
Okay, what do you need?
I did my darker color for my road first, and then I put brown over the top. And this isn't like paint; like it just covers up the dark. Do I have to redo the dark? Or is there a cool tool that you guys have that I can just like
a cool tool
scrape it off?
Maybe I'm not understanding what he's trying to accomplish.
Okay, Amanda says I'm freaking out, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay.
Never mind. Cancel the lifeline. I might need it later.
Okay. How would the people in the live chat? How would you score if this were an actual competition? I mean, we haven't seen much from Timothy.
That's because my producer sucks!
That's enough out of you, or you won't get any screen time, okay?
We'll see you at the end. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't put that on mute. I'm sorry. Everyone heard that. Let's see. Micah needs a lifeline. No, she was just laughing. They're just laughing at all of you.
Oh. That's good.
I do kind of feel like I'm doing this the hard way somehow, but
You are.
Well, that's what crafting is. We kind of learn, we try to replicate maybe someone's idea, or we saw something that inspired us to try something of our own, and we figure it out. We find a way to.
Isn't it easier just to buy a color printer and print it out?
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
I routinely make sure that I speak loudly when I walk past the Hallmark section in Target. I'm like, all of these people should watch CorinWhiskman.com and make their own handmade cards.
Exactly. Why buy it for $7 when you can make it for $92?
Exactly. It's therapy. It's therapy. Aunt Max, what's the score? We don't have one. Tracy, hi Tracy. She says it's a 10-10 for the entertainment.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I could use a drink. I forgot about that. I tried some blueberry chocolate wine, blueberry mocha, on recommendation from people on Instagram, and I was really disappointed in the one that we tried because I really expected blueberry or chocolate flavor.
It was just a Merlot.
And it really didn't. It just tasted like Merlot. And that's what it was. It was a blueberry chocolate or blueberry mocha Merlot.
Yeah.
But it didn't taste like blueberry or mocha. Maybe my palate is just not as refined as it should.
So.
Has anybody tried the peanut butter whiskey? I've heard that it's a good sipping whiskey.
What?
Yeah.
Peanut butter whiskey? I have not heard of this.
No, we will not speak to this. That sounds terrible.
I thought it sounded terrible, but everybody that I've heard say good things about it said they thought it would be terrible, and then somebody talked them into trying it, and they really like it.
Well, I like peanut butter, and I love whiskey.
Okay, we need to find out the maker of the peanut butter whiskey, because we've never heard of this, and there's a man in this room that really, really loves peanut butter.
Okay.
And whiskey.
Yeah, I mean...
Marcy Joe, still no.
Like, peanut butter is my desert island food.
Whiskey, but I know she loves peanut butter.
Peanut butter is your desert island food,
Yeah,
Tim?
absolutely.
You would take peanut butter
Absolutely.
on a deserted island.
That's probably a good choice.
It's protein.
If the zombie apocalypse ever comes, the two things that, like, if you think about it, what would you carry around that has the most calories that would make you live the longest? It's Velveeta cheese and peanut butter. They're like the perfect foods.
Oh my gosh. Tim wants to marry Micah now. I've lost him. He said Velveeta, he said cheese and peanut butter. That's it.
And they don't really need to be stored. The storage is easy. I mean, they're the perfect food.
Tim said the storage is perfect too because they don't need any. They can just.
Yeah, you just carry them around. If it gets too hot, it starts leaking.
Pretty sure Velveeta is like 99.9% preservatives.
And then you cut the corner off, and then you.
I'm pretty sure Velveeta is just crude oil, and that's why it doesn't leak there. All right.
So I dropped the thing on the floor.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Marie. Screwball. Screwball makes the peanut butter whiskey.
Screwball makes peanut butter. I'm writing that. I gotta write that down. Is that how it's spelled? Skrewball. Screwball.
I know we had it at the checkout at Bevmo last time I was there, which was like many months ago. So, I don't know.
This might be a dumb question because I don't know. Can you guys buy alcohol everywhere out there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't
buy
live
weed
in those
anywhere
weirdo
out
states.
there, can't you? Like at that corner store.
Yeah, the only thing that you is you can't buy weed and alcohol at the
isn't
same
it?
store.
You can't buy weed and alcohol at the same store? You have to go to two places?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Not that I would know, but
Even when I was in Amsterdam, that was also the case.
Huh. Well, here we have liquor stores, but you can't get beer or wine like at the gas station.
Hey, did you?
Yeah, because they're like government run, right?
No.
Government
We do not have that, but my mom does have that. The ABC stores in North Carolina.
Yeah, my sister was in Virginia, and I visited her, and I tried to buy some beer, and it was a hell of a time on Sunday.
Right, but we don't have that, but we do not have like we can't go to the grocery store and get wine. So you can't go and get everything you need. We always have to go get wine. Yes.
Hi. What size do I need to cut this to?
Well, a normal size A2 card is 4.5 by no 4.
Wow.
Someone help me.
4 and a quarter by 5.5.
4.25 by 5.5. I pre-cut like a massive amount of stuff.
Look.
4.25 by 5.5.
Apparently you got to move to Washington. You can buy it all in the same place. I don't like weed. It gives me a head. Wait, maybe I shouldn't say
There's a
that.
trimmer
Sorry.
right behind you, over there.
When you were in high school.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do it in high school. I didn't know how to maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, it's because it's oblique.
Oh, Australia is nearly all open by the end of the July. That is fantastic.
4 3/4 by 5.5.
No. I like to make 4 3/4 by 3.5, but that's not correct. That's just Carl.
Just
4.25 by 5.5.
thank you.
So
Is it it smokes?
I prefer my card panels to be 4 3/4 by 3.5, because I enjoy the gray border. I love that gray color, so that's why I do that. But nobody, I don't know if anyone else does that.
What was burning? Oh, I see. No, the tape.
So let's see what Tim is doing.
Tim is doing.
He has cut his cardstock. He is using a piece of pattern paper that I got for free for placing an order from some stamp company that might be Avriel.
Who would have thought I was so frugal?
I tend to hoard my pattern paper.
Who?
So I have a lot of it that I can't even link to anymore because it's discontinued. So sometimes I don't know where I got it. Does anyone else hoard their pattern paper, or is this just me? I don't think it's just me.
Yeah, I have more pattern paper than any. When the whole thing started where you couldn't get toilet paper, as like kind of a joke, I looked up recipes to make your own toilet paper, and there are crazy websites, don't go down that road, but there are recipes, and I was like, we will have the prettiest toilet paper on the planet because I have so much pattern paper.
Interesting. Even in the pandemic, I did not look up how to make my own toilet paper.
So indulge me.
Well, we found a bidet on Amazon for like $37, and actually that's like my favorite thing that's come out of this.
I love everyone that's sticking up for me in the live chat, the hoarders of the pattern paper. I love you all. Thank you for indulging my hoardiness.
What a weird bunch of words you just crafted
I make up my
together.
own words.
I noticed that. I wasn't going to say anything.
Amanda's probably used to it because she was with me for like a week, and she's probably used to it.
Okay, do I need to put the fluff stuff on it to keep it from sticking over here, or can I just add it? Okay.
What was it going to do?
I think embossing powder is my favorite so far.
The Papered Kindness Co. Did you change your name? I like that. She said, yes, I just got the new Avery L paper pack and cry inside a little when I use it. Laugh out loud. I think we all do, because we buy the paper pack because it's so beautiful. And then we find the perfect thing to use it on, but it's still like, oh, I hope this works out.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Laurie, do not listen to your daughter. She does not know. You are wise, okay? She says, my daughter constantly says, no more paper, Mom. My daughter would never say that. She loves art supplies.
She loves living.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time?
You got about 10 minutes
I'm
for the hour, but
boned.
I'd love to see you guys actually make a card. So I'm in it. I'm in it to win it.
You ready
Y'all
for the
are.
haul?
I'm just going to blame that on lazy construction workers.
Wait, am I supposed to take
No
offense
offense
to
to the
that?
construction workers out
No,
there. keeping our-
when you get to see Mike, because he has not seen Micah's card.
I'm not paying attention to his either.
Yeah. So he doesn't know what you're doing, but it looks really good, Micah. I think it's really cool.
Thank you. Well, reserve judgment until I put it all together.
See, I like all the cards, even the ones that are jacked up.
Oh, well, get ready!
I mean, and those are usually my favorite because that means we have brought somebody to the paper crafting community, okay? And they are learning, and I love it.
I'll be back at my boat tomorrow.
Gina says our hubbies are doing great. They are doing great.
All right. So I did the thing again where I'm doing the lighter color after the darker color. If you forgive me.
Allison, that sounds awesome. I have been hoarding my basic gray paper. I wish they would go back to making paper. That would be fantastic.
I miss them. I loved basic gray paper pads. A lot of the paper pads that I still have are basic gray.
Yeah.
Are they still a company?
Did they go into making paper, or am I thinking of, I mean, not paper, fabric. Somebody else went into fabric. Some paper company that I love went into fabric.
Hey, lady.
Yes, dear.
What do I use to cut this?
I would use those blue scissors. Yeah.
I just didn't want to offend the scissor.
So Tim right now has in his hand a recent Amazon purchase. I have been loving clear foam adhesive, and this big roll I bought on Amazon for like $8.
The light goes right through it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I love it so far. So
You mean the easy lights go right through it?
the easy lights.
All right. I forgot to do. I forgot my mango.
It's right there.
No, babe.
So Allison says that they design fabric now.
Cool.
So I would like to check out their fabrics.
They still have an Instagram feed.
Hey Simon, who should Simon root for? I think you should root for both of them because I think they're both doing great.
Oh, you know what? You guys.
Way to play middle of the road. Obviously, you should be rooting for Micah.
Yeah.
There's not enough venom in this, man.
Tim said there's not enough venom in this. It's an East Coast, West Coast beef.
I mean, Micah threw me a curveball with like, let's show these girls
The
that we know
left
what we're
coast
doing.
is the best
I would have never
coast.
picked that fight. That's not even smart.
Tim said he would have never picked a glitter fight. He said that's not even smart.
That's
Like
not
a color
fight.
run?
Even if you
He
win,
did
you
that.
lose.
He did a color run. And that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that stuff, it stays with you for a couple days.
Stayed with me far longer than I wanted it to.
My husband didn't always own a roofing company. He used to work for the government, and it was fun to watch him go to work with the color run powder still on his face. The funniest thing, when we first started dating,
You know what's funny?
I probably
you know
told
what's
this
funny?
story
I know
before.
exactly where you're going with this.
I probably told this story before, but nobody could figure out what Tim did for a living. But I would tell people that he worked for the government and just let them go to their own conclusions. And but his job was actually at the time installing light bulbs.
No. I was supervising.
He was supervising the installation of light bulbs.
Wait, that's a thing? Wait, they
$8
paid
million.
you for that?
He paid, it was a $8 million light bulb installation contract.
They paid him to supervise installation.
Yeah, and he did it remotely, so a lot of times he was on the boat.
Dude, I'm a little jealous. That's awesome.
So he would be fishing rod in one hand, cell phone in the other hand, talking to people about installation of light bulbs. And this, we first started dating, I was like, what is happening? Is this real?
I'm a union delegate.
Now, granted, his job before that was building missile silos in the middle of Montana. That wasn't quite as glorious.
I disagree.
So.
I think it was more
That sounds way more glorious.
Dad built the missiles.
What?
You guys have something in common.
Melody Israel said, "Who admits to that? Someone who no longer works for the government, baby."
Wise enough to leave.
How many people does it take to install a government light bulb? How many people did you have on that contract, hon? Do you know?
This one?
No, you got one.
The one with the yellow on it. This one.
I like that.
I
Oh, with the
probably
little stuff?
had.
Like this?
If you
I had 7 of my.
Do I get negative points if I'm
7
coach
guys.
code?
I had
So it takes
7.
7 guys. And how many light bulbs?
About 400,000.
400,000 light bulbs.
And fans. There were
Wow.
fans.
And
too.
fans. There were some fans.
And we were the low bidder.
Sassy and Crafty says that she is so glad to be out of government work.
Woo-woo.
So is Tim. Tim actually owns his own business now, which right now is a little bit scary, but still, it's
Incredibly rewarding.
freeing. It's freeing and rewarding. So
I still owe Tim some cards. There's actually a new stencil that has not been released yet, and it's going to be perfect for the cards I have planned.
And I owe Tracy in.
Yeah?
I like that.
Tracy,
In-
sent you the thank you
In
cards.
Australia, I owe her
Yeah.
an apology that I have not thanked her since
You can,
receiving them.
Tracy, he wants to thank you for sending your thank you cards. They're sitting here on my desk because we want to send you a Baltimore box. Occasionally we send out, and really it was Angelica Angelica Conrad that gave me this idea. She sent me a box of like goodies from her home of Washington. It was where in Washington? Tacoma, Washington, and it was all like things from that area of the country. So we want to send you a Baltimore box, and it's going to Australia, so it's going to be a smaller
Yeah. It's
box, but we have it on our to-do list, Tracy. He is very, very thankful for your generous donation of the thank you cards. Aunt Max, Tim asked for thank you cards to give customers because he really wants to give them handmade thank you cards, and I just don't make enough to supply his demand.
She can't do it.
D Maddox says, "Oh my, I am loving Micah's card, but I am a car girl." I am too, D. I love cars. In fact, I just bought the Nouveau, I think it's like a jet black crackle paste because it looks like asphalt.
Oh, nice. I have to try some.
Yeah, it looks like when it dries, it looks like asphalt, so I bought it. Who, you used to live in Pasadena, Maryland? No way.
Who is it?
You said, Amanda, you said Sassy and Crafty is Beth?
Yeah. Yeah, Beth and Amy own Sassy and Crafty, but I'm sure it's Beth on the horn today.
Beth, when did you live in Pasadena?
Pasadena.
So just
Baltimore is a fun place to give a box because we do have a good variety of things that kind of come from here and a lot of candy. We have a lot of good candy places. So I like to, we have a store in Pasadena called Angels, and they do a lot of local artists and local candies. They have a lot of whack and fuss candies and stuff like that. So it's fun to kind of go in there and like shop and put together a box for people.
It sounds like a great idea, actually.
Yeah, I think it's fun, especially, when you're trying to connect with people, from all over the world. It's kind of neat to see what comes from that area. I have a friend, Karen, that's over in Killarney, Ireland, and I love it when she sends me boxes, and so does my kids.
Who sent the apricot candy last year?
Apricot candy, I believe, was Sin from Hawaii.
That was lovely.
Yeah, I think that was Sin.
That was lovely.
Sin spoils us. She lives in Hawaii and sends us just amazing treats. Whack and Fuss candy. Am I pronouncing that right?
No.
What? All right. Say it properly.
Walkenfuss.
Walkenfuss?
Walkenfuss.
It's really long spelling too, so I am not going to be able to get that right if you guys want to look it up. But they have like really interesting art, like candy, like praline candies with the little sprinkles and stuff like that. I'm probably not doing it justice at all. Huh?
Non-parials.
Non-parials
is what they're called.
Non-parials, yeah.
Y'all, I had cigarette candies growing up.
Oh,
yeah, cigarette gum. Remember that? Like
Fun
the first one to make a puff.
Yeah, they're all freaking out about flavored vapes, and we had the real thing to train on.
We had Jolt. Did they still even make Jolt?
Yeah, man, you buy it at the dollar store. Dollar
General. It still tastes just as terrible too.
We had a corner store, and man.
Oh.
We also have awesome Old Bay seasoning. I always send Old Bay. Because I'm a stereotypical Baltimorean, and I put Old Bay on everything.
I put that... Oh, wait, wrong. That's the wrong
At our Philly cheesesteak places, they always have Old Bay on the side.
And for the fries.
Too, don't they? Maybe.
We actually don't use Old Bay at all when we do crabs because it's a little too mild. So it's actually not what most Marylanders, locals, use to steam their crabs. Fun fact. They don't use Old Bay.
What do they use?
They use, we have a lot of like local places around that kind of make their own. Some people kind of like throw together their own. We have Y River. Do they do J.O. Spice?
No, it's a different spice company.
Yeah, we have like a lot of different ones, but we usually...
Y River Seafood is the one that makes the spices.
Y River Seafood?
That's right.
Yeah. They usually make like a thicker or heartier, like a saltier spice to use, and it just helps with the flavoring of the crabs because crabs themselves don't have much... Crab meat doesn't have much flavor.
I never liked crab until I moved up to Northern California, and the Dungeness crab up there was really sweet.
Oh, yeah, Dungeness crabs can be good, but I love dunking them with butter. They need butter.
Yeah. Trying to crack your own crab and, like, feed your children when they're little and yourself is...
I can imagine.
They
complete...
Welcome
to Maryland. They learn really young around here. My daughter,
you don't eat it.
The 18-year-old, she doesn't even eat crabs, but she picks them So yeah, so she'll sit and pick them and give the meat to Dexter or whatever, who's someone who doesn't have the patience. She's so awesome like that.
This
And
stuff
she
is
just
so
had her
stupid.
graduation, right?
Yes, she
Well,
just
at home.
graduated from high school. They had a drive-by graduation.
Such a letdown.
She did not want to participate. She's not one of those people to participate in many things, and she did
I'm not
not
a
want to.
joiner either.
Yeah, she did not want to stand up on stage in front of everyone in a vehicle, so she passed. But I took her picture. I got pictures.
Now we could.
Awesome.
So I have 2 8-foot benches, and somehow I still feel cramped.
Pam says she cut her finger the last time she ate crabs. We do that every time. It's pretty much the next morning you wake up to like really sore fingertips. I do love shrimp and lobster, but my favorite is definitely crabs, and it's probably because of all the time I've spent here in Maryland. So we're over the hour mark. Are you guys okay with that? I'm okay with it if you guys are. What do you guys think in the live chat? Are you guys still watching? You want to see the outcome, right?
Yeah, are we boring you yet?
No, I'm not bored. I don't
I'm
get
about to
bored.
start putting it together. Then you'll be able to see how truly terrible it is.
I haven't been bored in 18 years because I became a mom. So now,
Oh, yeah.
if there's
Okay.
nothing to do,
Oh.
I close my eyes. Yes, my kids went to Chesapeake, or me and Tim both graduated from Chesapeake.
Yup.
My family was like a 2-household family. I had my mom's house and my dad's house, and my dad lived down here in Pasadena. So, and with my grandmother. So this has always been really home to me, even though I haven't really haven't always lived here. I didn't actually live here until 10th grade.
When I was little, I moved around a bit. Like I was born in Spokane in Washington, and then we lived in Maryland and Virginia for a minute when I was like 2.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad got into the LAPD Academy, so we moved to California, and I've been here mostly ever since. But I did live in Portland for a minute.
I live in San Diego, LA, and Riverside. Boring, huh?
No, it's good.
I kind of like it here, though.
I've lived all over a lot of places in Maryland and North Carolina.
I need to put this guy down, Chief.
Oh. Hey, where's the card base? Corey.
Beth said, I moved to the Glen Burnie side of Pasadena, and I totally understand what she means.
Sun Valley.
What?
Over by the Sun Valley. Where's card base?
I have do you want a white card base?
I don't care.
Well, they're pre-cut in there, or I can get you a white one. There's fog card bases that are pre-cut in my cart.
Am I in the right cart?
Yes. Do you need me to come over?
Okay.
Where would I find it, huh?
All right, I'm leaving the helm.
Never mind, I got it.
Yeah.
Get back on your helm.
Oh, yeah. So, how do you work this stamp machine?
It's like a book. Oh yes, I love Lito's Pizza, and that's funny because I worked for Papa John's from the time I was like 17 years old until I was 29. So, but I like Lito's Pizza. That's terrible.
I'll move up on here 1st.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to skip on the line.
I am too impressed with both of these guys. I think their cards are going to turn out really great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a chance.
Oh, let's do this. What the hell?
They're small.
it's going to be beautiful, Tim. I'm going to keep it forever.
I like the underwater idea. I'm
Yeah,
really
well.
curious to see what he's making.
It's the first time I've colored since 3rd grade.
The
so.
way it was described to me is he wanted to make light up jellyfish.
That sounds pretty awesome.
So,
Like that. Should I put the magnet?
if I had my choice of pizza, though, I think brick oven pizza is the
Where
best.
did we eat the other day?
Homemade brick oven pizza, there's nothing like that. That is like the best pizza ever. In fact, we had a Bertucci's that was here in Annapolis and it closed down, and now I'm really sad because they had a pizza called a Sporky, and it was like a regular brick oven crust with ricotta cheese and sausage and this most delicious sauce, and it was so good. It was called a Sporky, and I'm not sure if Bertucci's is still around.
No, they're out of business.
Yeah.
No. Oh, like, yeah, each one.
My brother,
Yep.
where's Fort Bliss again? Is that Texas or California?
Texas must be.
I think that's where my brother was. Is that close to El Paso? He was out at in the middle of the desert in California, and he was also in the middle of the desert in Texas.
Oh, yeah. So there's shoot, what is the one that's out by Barstow? It's
Yes,
like,
Barstow. That's where he was. I can't remember, but
yeah, that's pretty close to us.
my
And it
brother,
gets darn hot out there.
I think that's where Marie is moving.
my brother is 7 years younger than me. So in many ways, us growing up, I was like his much older mom kind of figure,
A
you
mom's
know.
sister. I missed her.
Mhm.
And he called me and told me that he was joining the military like 2 weeks after he turned 18. It was like,
That's
I
what-
think you were planning this. You could have told me. But he just, basically told me that he was leaving in a couple of days. And the one thing I told him was, I want you to do something in the military that will give you an education so that if you ever want to get out and do something, you have something to fall back on. Be smart about it. And he scored really, really well on his ASVAB, and we were so proud of him, and he was a tanker. He decided that it was going to be way more fun to just blow stuff up. So
You wasn't wrong.
that's what he did for
Well,
5 years.
I kind of don't blame him.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty. That's all you have to do, as long as it's not people.
So he's spent a lot of time in the desert out there, blowing stuff up.
I got to shoot a tank one time. Shoot the main gun.
Oh, yeah?
I had to do it, but it was fun.
He actually does models. He's been doing it his whole life, like replica models. He's absolutely fascinated with tanks.
Oh, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My whole family is creative. Amanda, is your family, like your whole family, just creative people, or do you have anyone that just isn't?
Well, it depends on how you define creative. My sister, she likes to crochet,
Mhm.
and then Katrina, my sister-in-law, and mother-in-law, well, my outlaws. They're all super creative, and then on Micah's side of the family, his sisters, both of his sisters are super talented, but one is like she's a professional painter, and her daughter is an artist now, and they're all super talented. So yeah, it kind of runs in the family. My dad, he's really good at making bullets.
Yeah.
I don't know what other craft he has.
My dad had that talent too. My dad was a woodworker. He liked to make things out of wood. And I just love that about him. And I think I got some of that from him. Like, I just have a really fine appreciation for wood, and I'm thankful for that. He never painted wood. You know, he always stained wood. And
I remember my mom having stain on her fingers because she had a little shop in the back, and she would use like the different oils, and it would like under her fingernails. I always remember her hands.
And so he made beautiful. His last job was he used to build the display cases at the National Gallery of Art in D.C. For art. So he would build the display cases for art. And my mom is just an amazing crafty person. There's nothing I think she can't do. And then all of my kids, and really except for Hayden's I think maybe he's just a late bloomer. He's my oldest son. He just hasn't found his creative outlet yet.
I don't know that he's looking for one.
No, he's definitely not looking. That's why he hasn't found it.
All three of my kids draw. In fact, Kelly's been drawing this afternoon. We had crafternoon before this, and she's been, she was drawing something really cool. I'll find it. Oh, here.
Definitely show us.
Here, I'm going to hide. Oh, well, I don't know. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Drawing the eye. And then we've been watching Jane the Virgin. And if you have not been watching that, it's freaking hilarious.
We need some recommendations because I haven't been online lately. I need some distraction. And you said Jane the Virgin?
Yeah, so a lot of times when I'm like in the craft room, Kelly will come in and she'll say, hey, do you want to watch whatever? And honestly, I don't really care what she puts on because I'm working, but it's just like, it's something that kind of occupies her while she hangs out with me. Mm-hmm. And so she came in and she said, do you want to watch Jane the Virgin? And I'm not kidding. I got completely sucked in, and it's really a good show.
Good. We'll try it because we haven't really. We don't watch a lot of TV. We just don't do that unless it's a sporting event, or someone gives us a recommendation, and that's just us. But I think we need one right now, so we're gonna try that. Has anyone else seen Jane the Virgin? In the live chat, or have any other recommendations? We have Netflix, and we have Hulu, all the ooze.
Go do the voodoo that you do so well.
Since Game of Thrones, and actually not even the last season of Game of Thrones, I kind of checked out of TV for a while.
Oh, so disappointing.
Game of Thrones, that's the one with that I got like 5 minutes in, right, Tim?
I think that was The Witcher.
I think both. I think Game of Thrones, there was like a predator type dude like in the first episode, and it totally threw me off. I was like, nope. But I should give it a...
Yeah, I think you're right. She's blue.
You know who what time does my daughter get off work tonight, Tim?
9.
Oh.
I didn't forget about her. I told her when I dropped her off that you were going live tonight and that we'd be there to get her as soon as we could. Perhaps when she decided to get a job and etc., she should have made sure she could get back to work.
Man, these easy lights are hard to use.
What a dumb name.
I mean, they're so easy.
The Witcher, it has to really grab me. It has to get my attention. It has to be entertaining. And I don't watch things that are too realistic or dark because I I have to try really hard not to be in a dark place, so I try not to watch things like that. And The Witcher was funny because it seemed like every line was very dramatic, you know, like
It's a comic.
I'm coming down the stairs. This is my cup of tea.
Yeah, it was kind of bothering me that Superman had white hair and sounded like that.
Yeah. And so I was like, I don't know. And it's just me. I it has to be like I loved SOA, Sons of Anarchy. I loved that show.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good.
Do you follow Opie on Instagram? What's his real name?
Yes.
Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst.
Yeah. I love his Instagram. And he rescues dogs. He's like a foster rescue guy.
I'm not even kidding. Our last dog was named Opie after him.
Really?
Yes.
He was a good dog.
We know the breeder of purebred blue pit bulls, and that he had a breed, and he named them all SOA characters, and we were like, "That's it. We're gonna get Opie." And he was the runt of the litter, like totally small, way smaller than. He didn't even look like a true pit. He looked almost like wayfish. Yeah. I would love to see him now. But we had this idea because when we got pregnant with Dexter, Kaylin moved out for like an hour, and we thought that it might be prudent to give the kids a puppy at the time. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea, but we got a puppy and a baby pretty much at the same time, and it was a bad idea.
Yeah, that sounds...
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And Hayden came to me at one point and asked me for a dog, and we had Opie. And I said, "Are you kidding? There's a dog in the backyard. His name is Opie." And he was like, "Yeah, but he's really big and he knocks me down." And I was like, "Are you kidding? Like these sissy kids." And like Opie was the kind of dog that he was jumping the fence to go play with the neighbor Pomeranian. Mm-hmm. Like literally he would scale the 6-foot fence to go play with the neighbor's dog. And they let him for a while and then would bring him home. But really, I just felt like he was not getting enough attention. With 4 freaking kids, he was not getting enough attention. And so we gave him to someone that was going to just give him a better home. So that was our last doggy. Opie. And he was so cute.
He was a good dog.
He was a good dog.
Yeah, this foam tape sucks. Sorry.
Oh, you gave me the
double thick works great. The double thick comes right off, but I need to switch to scotch.
It's like it's too juicy. So.
How we doing?
I saw that, Angela. I saw that. It was like a music video when they cut his beard. Do you remember that, Tim? Yeah. How do you feel, Micah, having less of a beard?
Less of a man?
Well, it gets cold. We went camping last week and the wind came up. We were camping at like 8,300 feet and by the Sierra, and it was beautiful up there. And it's kind of deserty, but like once the sun went down, I got pretty cold quick, and I was like, kind of miss my beard.
Tim shaved his when it got long because he would be in the Jeep, and it would like be blowing in his face in the wind.
Oh yeah.
He was like using hair ties and stuff, and I was like, no.
I have to, when I'm trying to teach myself how to weld, and it was sticking out of the bottom of my welding helmet.
Oh.
So I would start smelling hair burning.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of mask you were trying to fit on your face? Because Amanda told me that you shaved your beard because the masks weren't fitting properly, and I thought she was talking about, like, surgical masks.
Oh, no, that too.
And I was
they would
like,
just slide off.
Okay. I can see that too.
I would just exhale once with a surgical mask because of the COVID, and like it would just slide down my neck. It kind of didn't work. But yeah, also the welding was difficult.
How you doing,
Yeah.
Tim?
I'm great.
My brother's a welder.
I'm in a tiny house.
What did you say?
Beth said when the kids and dogs are gone, she and her husband are gonna pack up into a tiny house and travel. I don't know how she's gonna fit her craft room in there.
It'll just be the craft room.
Yeah.
When Amanda and I were
Put it on the beach, baby. I'll be happy.
when we were first dating, she moved. When I first started dating her, she was living with her sister, and then she got her own place. And so, like, I'm the boyfriend, so we get like the Ryder truck, and I'm like helping her move. Like, all boyfriends hate to do, but they do it anyway. And we moved all of her stuff in one truckload. This is her and 3 kids in
Mhm.
one truckload. And then her craft room took a whole nother truckload all by itself. And I conned my best friend into helping me. And after that, we made a pact to never help each other move again.
That's so funny. We basically, when we sold our last house, we are a family of 6, okay? And we lived in a 1-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And
In a
in a
house?
1-bedroom house. It was Tim's house. So I had rented a house and he owned a house. So when we got together, it just made more sense to move into Tim's house. But my 2 older kids were on the back porch, and Liv
a
was up
converted
in her
porch.
room, which was like a kind of an attic kind of area, and then Dex was in with us. And we ended up selling that house to upgrade, and we had these marvelous plans that tanked, okay? But we sold the house and moved into an apartment because we sold the house in one day. Like, it was the most amazing thing that I had ever seen in my life. Like, we put it on the market and in one day got a full price offer. What year was this?
2014.
2014. And so, of course, we were like, okay, well, the only stipulation was they needed to be in it in a week. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got all of our friends. We were like, guys, I know this is kind of like real quick. We sold the house. We need to move now. And we had to move to a 4th floor walk up.
No.
Wow.
4th floor walk up.
That sounds. How'd you get your groceries up there?
I lost a lot of weight living there. Because of those stairs.
I've gone as far as I'm prepared to go.
You're done?
I've gone as far as I'm prepared to go.
Tim is done.
Declaring
I'm
completion.
almost done.
Mike is on the home stretch.
Does that mean he wins?
I don't know. He's dancing now.
You don't win anything for finishing first.
Oh. Hey, it works.
So wait, you don't get anything for first and you don't get anything for second. Why are we even doing this?
Wasn't this your idea?
No, it was mine.
Oh, of course.
It's horns to blame.
Anything kind of off kilter. Tim, do you have tape on the front of your card?
What
No,
did you think of my coloring?
I can't see. It just looks like Scotch tape. This is PG, sir.
I almost did it. I gave like the impression. I was like,
Better.
there was a bunch of them.
You're doing it right now. I'm looking at you.
It's implied. It's implied.
Well, honestly, I thought putting 2 guys on here for over an hour, there was going to be some cuss words. I'm glad it's like finger
Gesture.
words.
Innuendos.
Should be just happy
I've
about
been
it.
too. I only start cussing when I drink too much coffee too. I didn't have much coffee.
I have a sailor mouth.
Or when I'm throwing finish. So no.
You know what I'm not doing?
How do you line
I'm
this
not
up?
cleaning
Usually?
this up.
Eyeball.
Just eyeball it.
Rachel, I will make sure Tim is taken care of. I always make sure Tim's taken care of.
Oh.
Yes, I want to show Tim's card. Tim, do you want to show your card?
Oh, yeah. Where do you want me?
I'm going to put it on the down-facing camera,
So I'm
and then
done.
you can hold it up.
Actually, then I have it.
Just use your finger.
All right.
that. It's lighting up.
I think I'm done too.
Even upside down.
Oh, was the thing
Hey,
upside
that
down
is
the whole
cool.
time?
Yeah.
Why didn't you switch it?
Underwater glowy light.
Yeah. It's an anglerfish. Good job, honey.
Yay.
Yeah. You want to see mine?
Bring it over here. Yes.
All
Tim,
right.
come see. Oh, wow.
Here's the colors, and then I'll turn off the light so we can.
He made like a sunset. Oh, look, the sun's coming over the mountains. Oh, my goodness. That's really good. I mean, we could all... I think Micah did a really good job.
I think Micah wins.
I think Micah wins too, but Tim did a really good job. Look.
Oh, I forgot stuff. I'm actually not done. I can add it later though. I was gonna put stars in.
It's so good. I
It's
can't wait to show
cute.
Dex.
Yeah, it's about his level.
Oh, stop.
Are there lights? Is it just the one, or are there more lights?
Girl.
Show me again.
It's one of your kits, Micah.
Well, I gave him.
Oh, the other two guys. All right, because I was like,
I think they did a good
oh, I
job.
see now. Yeah, there's the other two. That's pretty awesome, Tim.
Yeah, it looks
And
great.
it works.
I am disappointed there's no 2x4.
So, in my head,
Now the card does open this way.
Wait, you can write a big long message all the way across.
I
in
mean,
my
we gotta
head,
take points away for this.
Ah,
that was your preparation. You said get a card base. They're on my card.
I did. These are for portrait, not landscape.
Look, you know what that is? You know what that is? Your problem from
Thank
now
you.
on, my love.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you guys for doing this challenge. I think you both did really great. And I do have a little video because people sent me pictures of their dads that they wanted to wish Happy Father's Day to. I'm going to play that as we go out this evening. The next, the Craft Cast is going to be July 19th. And we're going to have Lisa from Indigo Jade Art. She designs for Gina K Designs, and she makes watercolor art. She's going to come and give me a watercolor lesson in studio.
Nice.
She doesn't have to wear a mask. I'm going to temperature check her before she comes in. And anything else? Does anyone have any questions? I don't think so. But I'm going to play the little video as we go out this evening. So happy Father's Day, everyone. Happy Father's Day, Micah.
Yep.
Thank
Thanks
you.
again,
Happy
guys.
Father's Day.
yeah, thanks.
Okay.
It was
All right, we'll see y'all.
Yeah,
fun. Bye.
See ya.